So, all right, welcome to everybody for the December meeting of the drama people from around the world. Um, People who are just arriving, you are allowed to switch your cameras on if you want. If you cannot switch them on, that is understandable. But we do like to see people's faces because this is drama. Hello, Mitzi.
Yeah.
Yay. Fantastic. All right, the game of Mind Meld is for people to play in pairs, okay? And it's a sort of improv warm-up, although you can use it in any kind of situation, really. And two people play the game, and they both say a random word at the same time. Okay?
Ah.
And the way it goes, I mean, actually, I'm going to share my screen with you and show you where I got this game from. I have seen it before, but I saw it on a website and was reminded of it. So I'll just find that website and then share my screen with you. Okay, let's find it. Here we go. Right. So here we go. Share the screen. So let's give some credits here to Theatre-ish, which is a great website. And they've got a whole page here of virtual theatre games. There you go. I will share the link in the chat as well. So let me just work out if I can do that. Here we go. I'm going to paste that in to the chat, send it to everyone. Okay, mind meld. One person says one, second player says two, and then both players say three together. And then after that, they say a random word. All right. So, for example, one might say bananas, and the other one might say, let me think of something completely unrelated. Empire State Building. All right. And then they count again and they say another word, but they've both listened to the other word that was said, and they've got to try and think of a word that might link those two ideas. All right. So, for example, if it was banana and Empire State Building, I might say giant, for example. Um, and if the other person also says giant, then that's it. They've both won the first prize and it's the end of the game and they start again. Now, you're probably confused, so let's play it and show you how it's done. Who's going to play it with me? Who wants to have a go? How about Kirsty? Right, Kirsty, you've got your mic switched on.
I
So
do.
we're going to go. I'm going to remind myself of the way of playing it from this website. Yeah. So I'm going to say one, you say two,
Two.
Kirsty, and then we'll both say three, and we'll say a random word. All right.
Okay.
One.
Two, three,
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm too slow. Let's start again. One,
two, three.
three.
Glasses.
House. I said house. What did you
I
say?
said glasses.
Okay. One,
Two,
three.
three.
Windows.
Picnic.
Ah, okay. All right. We said windows and picnic.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to try and meld our minds like
Okay.
this. Okay, can you do this to me,
Yeah.
Kirsty, so
Okay.
that we're getting the vibes? Lovely. One,
One, two, three.
three. Oh, telescopes.
Home.
What?
Home.
Home?
Home.
Can you spell that for me?
Home.
What
Home.
was that? Okay. All right. One,
Oh, two, three.
three.
Seeing.
Fire. What did you say?
Seeing things.
Seeing. Okay. All right.
Telescope.
Okay. All right. One,
Two,
three.
heated.
Right. Okay. One,
Two,
three.
three.
The sun.
Candle.
Okay. One,
Pressure
two,
here. Three,
three.
three,
Monastery.
two,
All right. One, two,
two,
three.
three. Hope.
Luna.
What?
What did you say?
Hope.
Hope.
Yeah.
Hope.
Monastery, Pope. I was thinking of monastery, Pope,
Okay. Hope.
candle.
And I said Luna. All right. 1,
2,
3.
3.
White.
Cycles.
What did you say?
Cycles, as in lunar cycles.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We're
What
hoping
did you
that
say?
this. I said white. I mean, it is hard to play on Zoom,
Really hard.
let's face it. I
But
think two
sorry.
other people might be better at this than us.
Yes.
And by the way, I've seen some friends playing this, and they played it for about at least 5 minutes before they melded on one word. All right. So the idea is that in the end, somehow you meld your minds and you both say the same word.
Can I just point out, what I find quite difficult is counting alternately and then
Yeah.
together. I think it would be better to go 1, 2, 3 at the same time.
Let's do that then.
It's
Okay.
really fun. I
How
won't do
about
somebody else.
I'm going to welcome to the meeting Ruben. Hello, Ruben. Would you like to have a go at the game? Would you like to play the game?
Yeah, we could try. Yes, why not?
Would you like to play with Josie?
Sure.
Josie, switch your mic on. And this time you're both going to say
Fine.
1, 2, 3, and then say a random word. All right? Okay.
All right.
Okay. I don't think I'm very good at this, but there you go. We try.
Don't worry.
So
Okay.
1,
Ready? 1,
2, 3.
3.
Coffee.
Chair.
Okay, Josie, you've got to be quicker than that. All right?
Yeah, no,
You've got to say it. So just don't think about it. I know it's really hard. I found it hard.
Yeah. It's
So we
10
had coffee and chair, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Table.
Okay,
What did you
sorry.
say, Josie?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, let's try again then. What did you say, Ruben?
Table.
Oh,
Table. Okay. Let's start again. All right, Josie and Ruben,
Right,
you're
yeah.
just going to say a random word after 3.
1, 2,
3.
Grass.
Picture.
Grass and picture, right?
Yes.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Tree.
What did you say, Josie?
Frame.
Frame. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Sword.
Bird.
What, Josie?
Bird.
Bird. And what was yours, Ruben?
Oh, I said sword.
Sword. Okay. We're getting nowhere with this game very quickly.
No.
Believe me, it does work. I think Mitzi and Kirsty should try playing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
why not?
okay.
Why not? Because
I'm-
somebody's got to make this game work.
I
Okay.
know.
But when there's a moment, actually, David, it's reminded me of another game
Yeah.
that involves 3 people,
Yeah.
and it's not quite the same thing, but it's similar. But I'll maybe
Tell me that after this round.
I'll have a go then.
And so,
Oh.
Mitzi, you need to switch your mic on.
Okay.
On the screen, maybe
Got
at
it.
the bottom.
Am I
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to do this again. I'm going to go like that, and then you can either join in with that or just say the word. Maybe just say the word, because then we don't get the echoey Zoom thing, right?
Okay, good idea.
2, 3. Fish cake.
Book.
What was yours, Mitzi?
Fish cakes.
Fish cakes and books. Okay.
Right.
Chips.
Moby Dick.
Mitzi? What was
Moby
that?
Dick.
Moby Dick. Oh,
Okay,
Well,
all
that
right,
was
here
a
we go.
book, you know.
boat.
Okay, I don't know. I forgot what she said the last time, so I was.
What did you say the last time, Kirsty?
Ships. Moby Dick and ships.
Ships. Okay, we're getting closer.
Chips, as in fish
Chips.
cake.
Okay, Moby Dick and chips. All right,
Yeah.
we're going to go from there. All right.
Okay.
Hot
Boat.
dogs.
What was yours, Mitzi?
Hot dogs. Chips, hot dogs, you know.
Hot dogs. Ah,
Hot dogs. Okay. All right. We'll stop the game because I think it's really hard to play it on Zoom.
it is.
Okay.
But my game might work if you want to try. This is a different, completely different objective. Normally you do it in a circle with students. The first person says a word. So David, say a word.
Pajamas.
Pajamas. Then the next person says a word. So Mitzi, say a word. Not related. Not related to pajamas. Sorry. So pajamas.
Table.
Pajamas and table. And the third person has to create a definition for what pajamas table is as a single word.
Yeah. Okay.
Ruben, that's your job. What's a pajamas table?
It's pajamas that you wear to sleep specifically on a table.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah, that's great. It's in my book.
Is it one of your games?
Well, it's not mine. I stole it from somebody else. But I call it Daft Definitions.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Right? But I think that's a good one to play because I think the problem with Zoom is speaking at the same time.
Yeah.
So this one works much better. Let's do it again. This time it's going to be Josie, Kirsty, and Mitzi. So Josie, you say the first word. Mitzi, you say the second word. And Kirsty, you give us a definition. All right? And Josie and Mitzi, you're not meant to make your words connected, just random. All right?
Okay.
Josie.
Kettle.
Laundry.
Petal laundry is a special place where you go when you have to boil your clothes.
Yeah, it totally is. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to Ruben's going to say the first word. David's going to say the second word, and Mitzi's going to give us a definition. All right, here we go. Ruben, you need to, yeah.
I will say spoon.
All right, elephant.
An elephant spoon or a spoon elephant?
Doesn't matter.
I'll say an elephant spoon. An elephant spoon is a huge spoon that you eat an enormous bowl of soup with.
Excellent, excellent. I think we should do another one because we're actually getting that buzz of success here after that first complete flop. So, this time it's going to be Kirsty saying the first word, Mitzi saying the second word, and David will give a definition.
Okay.
All right.
Tapestry.
Keyboard.
A tapestry keyboard is a keyboard made out of beautiful cloths, and anything that you type onto it will turn into a picture on the wall in front of you.
Wow.
I want one of those.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Daft Definitions game. Much better on Zoom anyway than Mind Meld, I must say. So thanks, Kirsty, for saving us there. And now the next game that I thought we could play. Oh, yeah. Now this one could also be completely hopeless. But hey, what? It's nearly Christmas, and who cares? So what happens if you're playing
Nearly Christmas, and that suits being hopeless?
Being what?
Hopeless?
Hopeless? Why not? I mean, well, what I mean is that let's face it, most teachers by the end of the Christmas term
that's
feel pretty damn hopeless because it's like, oh my God, just let me get to the end of the term now. The kids are going crazy. No.
Do you mind? Yes.
At least that's what I remember from my teaching. Yeah. So, all right. So what happens if you're playing this in the studio, one person goes out of the room and the others think of a reason for being late to school or late to work or late for an appointment. So they could say a dinosaur at my breakfast. All right. So that's the excuse that they make up, and the person is out of the room. then the person comes back in the room and stands in front of the rest of the group. No, stands facing the rest of the group. That's right. So they face the rest of the group, and in between them, the teacher stands and says to the person, "Why are you late?" And everybody behind the teacher acts out, tries to act out a dinosaur eating breakfast, all right? And the person who's watching has to say, "Oh, it was a cat, and it was shaking its paw around in the air." No, no, no. And so everybody has to keep acting until the person guesses what the excuse was. All right?
I actually have to make myself some tea, so you can use
We'll
me
play
as
that. We'll play that
Okay.
because
Yeah.
it's very late where Josie is, so it's
Yeah, I
quite
know.
understandable. She needs to keep herself awake.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll be one. I'll be a few minutes. Thank you.
Okay then. So who would like to be the person who's going to guess? Who's going to give the excuse? Try and guess what the excuse is. How about Kirsty?
Okay, but
Start
I
with.
was going to say, could it be one of the people who are not able to put their screen on?
Oh, it could be. Bianca, Sharon, Jan, and Yasmina. We can't see you, but do any of you want to play this game by switching your mic on? Oh, somebody is joining the group. It's Marta. Marta, you can switch your camera on if you like. We'd really like you to play this game. I think she's switching it on now. I get the vibe that she might be there.
Something's happening.
Here she is. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hi, Marta.
Hi, Marta. Now, we're going to play a game. It's called Excuses or Group Excuses. And I think Kirsty is going to be, first of all, the one to go out of the room to save me giving all the instructions again. And I think Martha will pick it up from what we do. And Bianca's joining us as well. Welcome.
Should I leave?
Kirsty, you could just turn your computer audio off if you're able to do that, or stick your fingers in your ears.
I'm here.
I could send you out. I could send you into the waiting room.
I can leave. I'll leave, and you can bring you back in. I'm going to leave. Okay.
Yeah, you leave, and I'll bring you back in. Right.
Okay.
Bye. There, she's gone. All right. So so we have to think of an excuse that we're going to act out for her to guess for the reason why she was late for the Zoom meeting. Okay. What do you think? And don't have a dinosaur at my breakfast because I already suggested that one. But it's got to be fairly crazy, right?
Yeah. My car turned into a boat.
Okay, that's it. My car turned into a boat. That was it. Okay, that's it. Right. I'll find her in the let me just get her from the waiting room.
Martha's wearing her Christmas hat.
Kirsty.
There's Kirsty.
Oh, is she coming back?
There.
She's on.
Oh, you're there. Excellent. Can you hear us, Kirsty? It doesn't matter if you can't, actually, because we're going to act it out. But I do need to hear you. She's connecting to audio, so I think there's just a slight delay. Can you hear me, everybody?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Anybody who can't hear me, it could be that your volume is turned down.
It looks like Kirsty can't hear. She wrote a message in the chat that she can't hear.
Who was that?
Kirsty.
Kirsty. No, she can't hear. So this is Kirsty. She is not. This is why it's not a good idea to go in the waiting room, because it can take ages to connect again. All right. And we can't play the game until Kirsty can actually give the excuses. So I'll tell you what, we're going to have somebody else play the game while we wait for her audio to connect to Kirsty, all right? So, Ruben, you really look like you're up for this game. So I think you could this time just put your fingers in your ears or turn your back or turn your volume off. Can you turn your
Yes.
volume off?
Yeah, volume
Yes,
is the
actually, I'll do it in. I'll be back as soon as you give me like a signal or something.
Yeah.
All right, right now. There.
You can't hear a single thing that we're saying. All right. So, Marta and Josie and Mitzi and Bianca
Yeah,
and Kirsty is back.
back. Yeah.
Yay!
We've got an excuse ready for you, but we've got to think up another one for Ruben now. All right. So forget the other excuse for the time being, everybody. We'll use that later.
Mm.
We need a new excuse.
Come on,
Oh,
Mitzi or Martha, you can do it.
should I leave the room then? No. Am I
No,
going?
no, because Ruben
Ruben
is
is
saying has left the
not
room. All right.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to give an excuse that's given as an example on the website. All right. I'm going to change it a little bit. Okay, no, I'm going to say this. This is the excuse. I accidentally hoovered up my cat. All right. That is the excuse. I accidentally hoovered up my cat. So we're going to have to really act our socks off. And I'm moving away from the screen so that I can do my esteemed equity acting to the best degree. All right, Ruben, come back.
Ready?
Yeah, Ruben, why are you late? In fact, I don't have to act anything out. Everybody else does.
Whoa. So there's like are you watering something?
Worried?
Uh,
No. No, why? Why are you late? You were worried about
cats?
something, were you? What were you doing at home, Ruben?
I was sweeping. I was mopping.
Oh yeah, you were hoovering. That's it. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah,
And
absolutely correct.
a cat.
You what?
I was hoovering a cat.
Yes, that's the answer. The answer was I
Very good.
accidentally hoovered up my cat.
Okay, works pretty nice, hey.
Yeah. So, Kirsty, we've
Yes.
got an excuse ready for you. So just stick your
Okay.
fingers in your
Okay,
ears while I
awesome.
remind everybody what it was. Josie, what was that excuse again?
My car turned into a boat.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Right.
Um,
I think we
Ready?
can all act this out, even the person who's asking you why you were late. Kirsty, why on earth were you late?
yeah, I'm really sorry. I was driving and I was driving a tractor. I was driving over a ditch, ski slopes, moguls. And as I was driving, I was swerving. I was going up and down, up a hill, down a hill. I was definitely driving like a crazy person, I couldn't find the place. I was looking, there's an awful smell. I was driving some manure. I was drowning. In the water.
Closer.
I was swimming. I was trying to I drove my car into a flood in a river. I was
Yeah.
down the river,
And then
and then the car
And are you telling me that your car turned into something else?
it turned into a boat.
Yes,
It turned
very good.
All right. So, well done. You guessed the game. You get. Obviously, what we've discovered from the game is it's very helpful if the teacher gives some clues. Is it not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we played 2 successful games and one that didn't work very well on Zoom, which is great. Some people have joined who weren't here at the very beginning. Is there anybody who came here today with some kind of question or problem that they wanted to talk about? Otherwise, I will tell you my next game idea.
I could just ask a question.
Yeah.
I've started directing 2 plays this year. One of them has a cast of about 70 kids, which is fun, wonderful fun. They're elementary school kids from 2nd to 8th grade. That's fine. The second one is a junior high school, and they're having trouble rounding up kids. I told them that I needed at least 20 kids to put on a musical. I can't do it with fewer than that, I think.
Have they put on any plays before? Is it in school?
It's in school. So they did, I did there. I mean, I'm retired, but
Yeah.
sort of.
Yes, I know
I
the
know that
feeling.
feeling.
I just
Yeah.
I'm just a girl who can't say no, can you put on a
Yeah.
play? Well, yeah, where is it? I'm getting in my car right now. Anyway, in this school, I put on 19 annual plays, and then I haven't for 5 years in that school, or 6 years maybe. And now there's a situation where people want to memorialize their daughter who taught English informally, and she heard about me putting on plays, and that was, bingo. Okay, good. So I asked them, and they would pay me, and the school would pay for the props and the lighting and the whatever. So, okay, good. So somebody at the school went around to the different classes and invited kids to join. And they didn't get enough kids. They have like 8 kids, 10 kids maybe.
Okay, well, they didn't do a very good selling job. And my first question would be, what is the musical?
Yeah, my question too.
Oliver.
Oliver. Okay. Second question would be, do the kids know what Oliver is?
Well, I told them about it.
Yeah.
I told them the story in brief.
Did you only tell that to the 8 kids who turned up, or did you tell it to?
When I went into the different classes to invite them to join the play, I told them the story.
All right. Okay.
I don't think that was the issue. The issue was they told me that they have stage fright, and that they can't be on the stage, and they don't know any English. And I said, perfect. That's the whole point of to learn English. And you don't have to know any English, and you don't have to be able to act. And you certainly don't need to be able to sing, because everybody's singing together and nobody will hear you.
Have you thought, I'm going to pass this over to the more experienced teachers in a minute, but my first idea is, have you thought of offering an introductory workshop instead of a rehearsal, so they could come and try and have fun, learn some songs, maybe you or a choreographer could teach them a couple of dance moves. So something that sounds like really good fun to do without an obligation to be in the play.
I could try that. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Kirsty.
Yeah, well, I put on a big production every year. Not always a musical, but I always add in some elements of choreography and singing. And I have a full day's audition, so the children have an opportunity to come along. This is high school, and we spend the whole day together. We play games in the morning, kind of team games, and getting to know each other. And we might do a big choreography. Maybe we'll sing something together, and in the afternoon they'll do monologues. So they all have an opportunity of seeing each other, seeing what the quality of the other actors is going to be. It's a really important bonding experience at the start of a rehearsal process. But when you say they don't speak English, where are you actually teaching?
In Israel.
In Israel. And do they have reasonable level English by the time they're in high school? They can certainly manage a production of something like this. It's not too high level.
I always have some kids who say, I don't know any English. And I say, perfect. That's yeah. But I don't have auditions. You want to be it, you're in it. We're putting on Oliver. You want to be Oliver, and you want to be Oliver, and you want to be Oliver. We're having 3 Olivers.
Okay. Well, I think the auditions are good just so you sort of see the quality and see how they can work together. The auditions for me are not about whether they get in or they don't get in. They're about casting the rest of the people as a production who will work well together. And if you take everybody, and then I always take everybody, I'm inclusive, I don't turn people away. But sometimes in the course of the process of an audition, they realize, actually, I don't want a great big role. I don't think I'd be good at that, but I'd like to play this role. And you give them some information about each of the roles. So a few words, right. So you put up about that. All that kind of information is
I gave them some information about the various roles, and I told them that they can choose the length of their role. I
Have-
told them that they didn't have to even choose the role. They can just tell me how many lines they wanted.
Sounds like you've given them like loads of options.
Yeah, it
Did
does.
you play a video of some songs or anything like, or an audio of some songs?
I didn't have.
No, because as I presume you're talking about high school students here.
Junior high. They were junior high.
Okay. So you know that those kids love music, they love songs, they love TikTok, they love
Yeah.
all of that. So maybe you can kind of get through to them with that idea of, this is the music, and look at this TikTok video I found, or look at this video I found on YouTube of some teenagers doing a song from Oliver. So just like so they know what's involved before they
commit.
but
Yeah.
also taking those ideas of Kirsty's and what I mentioned earlier of having a workshop, especially if you haven't done this for a few years.
Well, I haven't stopped directing
Oh.
plays. When I retired, I thought, oh no, now what am I going to do? That was my hobby. And then my friend who I went out to coffee with said, don't worry about it. Just you'll answer the phone and say yes or no. I said, oh, come on, who's going to call? And I walked in the house from that coffee meeting and the phone rang. And it was some principal in a town nearby asking if I would put on a play in his school. What are the chances, And
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was a school of educationally challenged children, boys, all boys. The school is all boys.
Okay.
And it was very difficult. But in the end, they were great. And they also told me they didn't know any English, and they truly didn't know any English.
Well, Oliver sounds like a great choice because of the theme of for boys.
Right.
It sounds really a perfect choice for them.
I
But I
think
would
so.
suggest kind of when are you due to put this on or
At the end of
rehearse it?
March.
Sorry, March.
The end of March, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, if you can get some kind of advert for it or like another visit to the classrooms fixed up where you
Right.
could, take along
Show them
either
something.
audio or some video to show
Yeah.
them what's involved.
Right. Okay. Thanks. I'll try
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay, and get them along to an exploratory fun workshop. Right. How about that? Okay, here's another acting game, and it's called the Adverb Game, all right, which sounds really boring, but it's not, amazingly. So what it is, somebody goes out the room again, all right? This is a party game, but you can use it in drama and you can use it in language teaching. Someone goes out the room and everybody else in the room decides on an adverb that describes how you do something. For example, happily, sadly, brightly, quickly, slowly, suddenly, suspiciously. All right. So they choose one word, and the person who comes back in asks anybody in the room, could you two play the piano? And if they've got suspiciously, they have to play the piano in a suspicious way. If the person doesn't guess, then she gets some other people to do a different activity. Could you two play football? And they have to then play football in a suspicious way. All right. The person gets 3 guesses, and then they hopefully get it in that time, or they lose that round. All right. That's the game. Yeah. Have anybody here played it before? So what I want you to do to get us going is to type into the chat some adverbs that describe ways in which you could do things. All right. So don't worry about your spelling, because I'm going to probably spell some things wrong as well, like that one. Any adverb, just get some going. curiously, slowly, suddenly, distractedly, superfluously. Remember, we want Lee on the end of it.
Yeah. I know. I forgot the Lee. Yeah.
Angrily, that's a good one, and joyfully. Now, when you play this game, it's always best to start off with a simple one or two, rather than go for a really complicated one. But that's good because we've got a mixture of some challenging ones and some that are more obvious. Okay. So when I play it with a language class, I put the words on the board or on the screen. Somebody goes out, and so they have that list to work from. All right. If you were playing this with first language speakers, you wouldn't have a list. They just have to try and guess the word from the whole vocabulary that exists in the language. So the reason that is really good because it gets people to act, to really put detail into the way that they act. So, who would like to be the guesser? How about Bianca? Would you like to have a go? Because I haven't picked on you yet. Yeah, okay, Bianca, great.
Okay.
So you can either put your fingers in your ears or switch your volume down. So have you switched your volume down? Give us a thumbs up. Yeah, okay. So guys, we're going to pick, we'll choose something from the list.
Wait, so that means she can hear us.
No, she's turned her volume down on her
The
computer.
volume is that we can't hear her.
No, she's turned her volume down on her computer. So she cannot hear us.
But why did she put her finger up so it looked like she could hear?
No, she put her finger up because I said, put your thumb up if you can't hear us. All right. So which word shall we choose? How about stupidly? I'm going to choose one at the same time. All right. So that's the word. Bianca's disappeared. She's completely gone into the void now. So
how do we get her back?
We can't get her back until she comes back. She probably is trying to guess, probably gone to get a drink or something, and she'll be back. So we could have somebody else play the game while we wait for her to come back. Oh no, she's back.
She's back.
Yes, come back. Come back. Switch your sound on. Can you hear us now? Right, Bianca, I need you to unmute yourself as well, please. That should be down at the bottom somewhere.
Left. You can unmute her.
Unmute you. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you've done it. Brilliant.
Done.
Okay, Bianca, can you think of... So what we'll do, we'll all act it out at the same time. So can you think of an everyday activity for us to do, please?
Brushing your teeth.
Okay.
Crazily.
Nearly.
Angrily. Scarily. Psychotically.
Okay, those were all great choices, and they were very close to the word, which was stupidly.
Oh.
All right. So you said crazily or something like that. So
Psychotically.
Psychotically was brilliant. And I know that one was aimed at me.
No, probably me.
So look, that was great. And the good thing about this game, it's really funny when you choose an everyday activity and then do it in a completely unrelated kind of way. So who wants to have a go at being the next person to guess? Go on, don't be shy. This is Christmas.
I'll go out.
Picking from the list.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kirsty.
come on.
Right, okay, I'm going to turn my sound off.
Yeah.
Sounds
All
on.
right. You can't hear us, can you, Kirsty? La 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 la. No, she can't hear us. Brilliant. So, somebody else choose an adverb this time. from the list in the chat?
Accidentally.
That's a bit hard.
Oh, okay.
A little bit hard.
Okay.
You could do it in the studio, but maybe not on Zoom so easily.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Angrily?
Angrily? Yeah, let's try angrily.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you,
Hey.
Kirsty. Can you hear
Right,
me?
yes, I'm back. Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. Okay, so should I ask somebody, or are you all going to do it?
We'll all do it.
Everybody do it. Okay. Can you please make a cup of coffee in this way? Angrily?
Yeah.
Easy.
Too easy, too easy.
Yeah. But if you think about it, this is a great one for language teachers,
Yes.
you know, because you can choose adverbs that are at the correct level for your students. So that's the language kind of side of it. When you play this with a group of adults who know the game and know the English language really well, you don't need a list. And it can take like 10 minutes to guess a word. So that, you know, you're going psychotically, stupidly, angrily, and you just have to keep guessing, and the person has to really try to act it out. And that's why you then ask somebody else to act it out, because they might bring a different perspective to it. All right. But I would say for us here and for language classes, you need a list. So, Jan, would you like to play the game? As you haven't been a player yet. So Jan, could you turn your volume down, and welcome here, by the way. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Okay.
Can't hear us? She can't hear us. Na, 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 na. Okay. Kirsty, as you were the one out of the room, can you choose the next adverb, please?
Okay. Distractedly.
Okay,
Oh.
it's going to be a hard one then. Let's see if she can get it. Okay, Jan, come back. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Ask us to do anything you like.
Swimming.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now ask us to do something completely different.
Okay. Reading.
Okay. Okay, any guesses?
Distractedly.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yay! Well
So
done.
good.
Okay, I think we should play it one more time because it's really good fun.
Amazing.
Who'd like to play? Who'd like to be the guesser? Don't be shy. Ruben, I got that vibe from you. I think you want to be the guesser. So turn your volume down. Okay. All right. Let's give him a really hard one.
How about totally?
Totally. Okay. God knows how we do that. So we're all going to interpret that in a different way. I've no idea how I'm going to do it. All right.
See what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Write on a notebook.
Write in a book.
Whoa, is that aggressively?
No.
Okay, let's try something different.
Okay.
I don't know. Clean your glasses.
All right.
Is that like carefully, cautiously?
No.
Try.
Okay, so it's Intensely.
What?
Intensely.
No.
Truly.
Oh,
Oh.
you've had more than 3 guesses.
Oh, yes.
We gave you a really hard one. It was
It was really
totally.
hard.
Wait, what's it?
Totally.
Totally. Oh,
Yeah.
that's difficult.
It's like, yeah, that's a really hard one to act out, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's good. You need a challenge sometimes, you know?
But he was close. He was pretty close.
Yeah, you were sorry. Yeah, I'm a bit hard on people, I know.
All right, thank you.
A
Thank you.
really difficult one. Boone.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, you're not.
All right.
You're a softie.
I've got another game if you want to know it. All right. So this game is, will it work on Zoom? No, I don't think so, but we could try. But it's a really good game to do with actors or kids or anybody. So the idea is, I call it the actor's nightmare. All right, the actor's nightmare, because an actor comes onto stage and they have no idea what they're meant to be doing. So that's why it's called the actor's nightmare. So
Yeah.
one person goes out of the room, and in the room, you have on the stage, for example, you have a certain number of objects, random objects. Let's say you have about 4 or 5 objects. It could be a chair, a hat, a scarf, and a book. All right, a chair, a hat, a scarf, and a book. And the audience decides on something that the actor has to do with one or more of the props. So, for example, they might say he needs to pick up the book and stand on the chair wearing a hat. All right. So then the person comes back into the room. They don't know what they've got to do. And they move around, and maybe they move close to the chair. So so the audience then, because another name for this game is the clapping game, the audience then clap. All right. If the actor is doing something that is nearly right. So they go towards the chair, they clap, the actor sits on the chair, they stop clapping. All right. So the actor then decides he will stand on the chair. So the actor stands on the chair and he gets a big round of applause, but then the audience stop. He hasn't done it. So he gets off the chair, he might pick up the scarf. Nothing. No applause. He might go over to the book. Oh, yeah, people are clapping now. So he looks at the book, he does things with it. No. So normally people will like try all sorts of mad things. I go, you know, or,
Okay, yeah.
you know, so, and they're getting no applause. So this game, the point of it is that it's about, in a way, being a clown actor. So a clown actor is somebody who really works with the audience. They're really responding totally to what the audience is giving them. You know, so in traditional theatre, you have the fourth wall kind of acting where the actor pretends that the audience aren't there. All right. So this is it to help you encourage a different form of acting. All right. And it's a form of acting that a lot of companies nowadays do use. For example, companies like Hoi Polloi Theatre, Complicité, and others, it's very much about like being complicity, literally that word, with the audience. All right. I did this. I recently played this on a clown course, and it was really good fun. So we had about 4 or 5 different objects, and once one person guesses what it is, get a big round of applause, then the next person goes out the room. And the great thing about this is you can start off simple. So maybe the first task is they come in and they've got to sit on the chair with a hat on, you know, and eventually we were playing it where it could be anything in the room. So the person had to move around the whole room until they got a round of applause. Yeah. Until they knew which part of the room they should be in. Now, it's really impossible to tell you how funny this game is, or to show you how funny it is on Zoom. The only way I could think to play it is like if you had three specific objects, like a glass of water, a book, and an armchair, right? Okay. And so I'm going to get one more object, actually.
So I'm guessing that David is going to be the one who switches off his mic.
Yeah, that's right.
With an idea.
So
Okay.
I've got a hat.
Hat, glass of water, and
Yeah, I've got a glass of water, which I'm going to drink in case I have to put it on my head or something. And I've got a book, and I've got an armchair, and I'm going to switch my volume off. I'm going to mute. I can't hear anything you're saying. So when you're ready, can you wave for me to come back?
Right. Anybody got any good ideas? What about with the chair, having him lie across the chair rather than sitting on it, but to lie across it any way that you want.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was thinking that too.
Okay.
Yes.
Lying across the chair. Then we've got the glass, the hat.
On the chair. How about the glass on the chair?
The glass on the chair underneath his body lying down.
Well, he maybe under the chair. Put it under the chair.
Okay. Glass under the chair. Him lying down. Book.
On his head?
Book on his head and hat.
On his shoulder?
Hat on his shoulder. Okay. The only thing is we might not be able to see the glass because we don't have enough chair vision. So maybe the glass should be inside the hat on his shoulder.
Okay.
Idea. So
It might break.
So difficult.
lying
Okay.
down, glass in a hat on shoulder and book on his head. Okay. So is everybody good with that?
Yeah, I just think
Yeah.
the glass might break, but there you go.
Oh, I know. Let's not worry about that.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right, so let me put this where you can see the armchair. Maybe move this even further away.
It's possible. Yeah. Ah, okay.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
So I've got the glass. Let me get the things ready. I'm going to put them on here to start with. And then I'm going to come in, and I'm not allowed to speak. All right.
Are we allowed to speak?
No, we
You're not
clap.
allowed to speak.
Okay.
Only
All
clap.
right. Just clap.
Well, let's see.
Well, you give me a little clap then. Remember, no speaking. You give me a kind of finger click or something. Remember, I can't hear you if your mic's off.
Oh,
Are you clapping?
Way too complicated for you.
It's too
No,
complicated.
you have to keep going. You have to keep going.
Okay.
It takes about 10 minutes.
Can't see all of your items though. Okay, so can you push your computer back a little
Can you-
more?
Oh, yeah. But Kirsty, there should be no speaking from
Yeah,
the
sorry.
audience.
Oh,
Oh,
What's your name? My name's Mr. Drama. How are you doing?
Dear.
Ah,
Ooh. He's given
I
up.
give up.
that's
Yeah. Oh, it was too hard. It was too hard.
so we met.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, you're meant to choose something simple to start off with.
Yeah, it was too
Ah.
hard. It was too hard.
What was it?
You
You're
want to you could,
supposed to, sorry,
What?
lie down on the chair, which you almost have to do. Lie
Yeah.
across the chair with the book on your head and the hat on your shoulder with the glass inside it.
That's like advanced stage 10. That was really cruel.
oh, sorry.
You're
But
right with everything, though.
no,
Yeah.
it was hilarious. But I think, it's one of those things that, again, it's really hard to do on Zoom.
Yeah. We couldn't
And
see you.
also, I think the other thing I would say is you don't have to use all the objects. Maybe I
Yes.
forgot to say that. So
You did forget to say
normally,
that.
if you're like playing the first round of it, just have 2 objects or something like that.
Very good point. Yeah.
But you can see, young people would enjoy playing that. And when you go on a clown course, one phrase that gets used a lot is putting yourself in the shit. I know it's a rude word, or putting somebody else in the shit. And that's what clowning is all about. It's like you do something and it's not funny or it doesn't work. So you try something else, right? So that's the other thing. The other thing that this game is meant to teach you is just like try lots of different things until you get a laugh, or in this game, until you work out what it is that they want you to do. So listen, it is that time. So thanks very much. We've had what I wanted, which was I wanted to have a fairly crazy session. And I think,
You had a crazy session.
yeah, so it was great. But we did also talk about some serious things as well. Thanks, everybody, especially people who haven't been before. Great to see you. And if anybody wants to stay on for a 5 or 10 minute chat, we did this last month. Well, you can do. If you've got to go, you can go. And
Yeah, I've got to go.
you don't have to give an excuse. You can just go, and we'll see you in the new year. All right.
Okay.
So
I'll text you. I've got more to say to you, but I'll text you.
okay then. I'm gonna just put my room back into place now.
See you later, alligator. Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Ah, are you off, Jan? I'm gonna
Yeah,
see Jan
I'm
online.
sorry. I'm sorry being a little bit late today because I was listening to this meeting while I was driving, so I was about 30 minutes late for the meeting
Okay.
today.
Well, I'm going to see you online on Thursday for our meeting anyway.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Yeah. So probably I need to go now. It's quite late here. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for today, David. And it was so nice meeting you guys here. Bye.
You
Bye.
too.
Bye.
I'm going
Bye.
to stop recording actually. If I can work out how to do it more. Or stop recording.